Hi, and welcome to the TV Tarot.
This is the TV Tarot, featuring Master Tarot Reader Prudence Theriault.
Hello, I'm Jeff Grimshaw, anchor of the TVnews.tv, and your host for the TV Tarot. Hey, let's get started right away with Master Tarot Reader and Instructor Prudence Theriault with her first read about the predicted box office success of the much-anticipated movie Oz, the Great and Powerful.
Oz, the Great and Powerful. And this will be out on March 8th this year. March 8th, that's my birthday. It better be good. I also have a tarot deck completely dedicated to the Wizard of Oz, and it's called the Tarot of Oz. I'll talk more about that a little bit later on. So I'm going to pull 3 cards on Oz and see what kind of information I can get here. I've got some good cards for Oz. I've got the Hermit, the Sun, and the 2 of Pentacles. Well, right off the bat with the Hermit, I'm getting the feeling that they've put a lot of research into this. There's a lot of depth to this production. So this will operate on 2 different levels. There will be the entertainment level, and then I feel that there will be deeper messages to Oz the Great and Powerful also. Yeah, they really did their research with this one. The Sun. Getting a wonderful feeling of power, strength, all combined in a very positive way. There will be a very positive glow coming from the land of Oz. The 2 of Pentacles. This card tells me that they have gathered cast and crew from all over and really have a collection of completely uniquely talented people. They left no stone unturned as far as getting the craftspeople that they wanted for this production of Oz the Great and Powerful. And they are really tapping into all sorts of resources and all sorts of talent for this production. It's going to be great. Now, sometimes I take a look at the card on the very bottom of the deck for a little underlying influence in regard to the question that's been asked. So what I have on the bottom here is the 3 of Cups. This is, I feel, one of the best relationship cards in the entire deck. And this is giving me the message that people are going to love Oz the Great and Powerful because it's going to speak to them on a very emotional level. It's going to tug on our heartstrings. Perhaps it's going to bring back wonderful memories of the Wizard of Oz from so many of us. But I do feel overall success for Oz, and it's going to be available on March 8th.
The TV Tarot is brought to you by PrudenceTheriault.com, where you can get the guidance you need for what's in store for you, and by the TVnews.tv, your daily news source about what's happening in TV.
Now, to get the most out of a tarot read, it's always a great idea to know more about this compelling craft. And here now with another tarot tip is Prudence Theriault.
Okay, it's time for a little tarot education. So I have the Magician, and I have 3 different versions to show you. The first one is the classic Rider-Waite version. And then we're going to move on to my Mythic Tarot deck. This is the deck that I use most of the time, that you've seen on shows before. And then back to the Oz Great and Powerful. We've got Tarot of Oz. And of course, who is this magician? Well, the Wizard of Oz, of course. That's a very clear-cut interpretation of this card, right? We can all understand that one. So let's look at the classic Rider-Waite version again. The magician is someone of power and status. Okay, where do I get that from? Well, for one thing, look at his red robe. Red, very regal, a symbol of power, right? He's got the infinity symbol over his head also. And if you take a closer look there at that table in front of him, the altar, he has a cup, a wand, a sword, and a pentacle. And these are all symbols of the minor arcana of the tarot. This lets us know that he has everything he needs. He has all the tools, talents, and abilities he needs right there within arm's reach. So there isn't anything that the magician can't do. Now, also, I want you to take a look at his body language. That one arm up and one arm pointing down to the ground. The magician is a conduit between the divine and the earthly plane. And through this body language, he is drawing down the divine energy to the earthly plane. So the magician, now, can the magician be a trickster? You know, when we think of a magician like pulling a rabbit out of a hat, sure, he or she could be a trickster. And that will all depend on where this card might end up in your reading, what question was asked and this card was drawn, or what other cards might even be next to it.
Tarot is always a two-way conversation, and we would love for you to join the TV Tarot social media conversation on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google+. And here are all of those search coordinates. Now, the TV Tarot's final reading for this edition is all about NBC. The Peacock had a great fall of 2012, but 2013 has been very, very unkind in the ratings. Now, as the new fall season rapidly approaches, NBC has reimagined the Bram Stoker classic into a new series aptly named Dracula. So, with the TV marketplace already crowded by bloodsuckers and zombies and a whole lot more, will Dracula suck up viewers, or will it just kind of suck? Here for the read is Prudence.
Right now I'm going to take a look at Dracula for the fall of 2013. Now I know it's only February, but in this industry we have to be looking forward all the time, right? So my cards are all mixed up, and I'm going to pull 3 cards on Dracula. Okay. So I've got the 4 of Wands, the Moon, and the 7 of Swords. So right away with the 4 of Wands, I'm getting information here about this being a creative, collaborative success, with one person in particular truly standing out from all the rest. And that looks like leadership and perhaps just the really stellar creative ideas are coming from this one specific person. Then I have the Moon. Now the Moon is telling me that they're going to be doing a slightly different version of Dracula. By that, I think they're going to be going deeper with it. I feel they are putting a lot of intuition and feeling into this version, and I feel that it's going to strike people on a deeper level than other versions of Dracula from the past, and there have been many. I played Mina years ago, come to think of it. 7 of Swords. Yes, this is symbolic sometimes of some conflict. Anything from the suit of swords potentially can deal with conflict. But I'm not worried about it in this case for this read, because what I'm feeling here is any negotiation, any conflict will be negotiated calmly, intelligently, and perhaps mediated if need be. So I'm getting a very good feeling about Dracula for the fall of 2013. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a version where they take the mythology a little bit deeper. The story has more guts to it, shall I say. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Dracula, fall of 2013.
We thank you, Prudence. Now, we promise to report on Prue's hits and misses here on the TV News. And Prue has taken a very small hit as she missed her reading on Super Bowl 47. But on the plus side, Prue is right on track with her read about Facebook, as they have already introduced the change she already predicted with their new graph search function. Be assured that we will continue to keep a running scorecard, and as always, Prue, we thank you for your amazing skill and insight. A reminder that if you need guidance about what's in store for your future, we can hook you right up with Prue at PrudenceTheriault.com or on Facebook/TarotFox. And if you're interested in advertising on the TV Tarot, you can get the ball rolling by emailing us at grimshaw@AmericanIngenuityTV.com. Please like and follow and share the TV Tarot with all of your favorite friends and followers on social media. And don't forget that you can see Prue available beginning every Friday at thetvnews.tv. For Prudence Theriault, I'm Jeff Grimshaw, and until our next edition of the TV Tarot, so long.